Do you believe so? Me and Ricky was having a conversation before. We was talking about
Ricky keep having conversations before.
Yeah, man,
I be around y'all. I be around y'all. The conversations never hit like that. It's real quiet. I didn't know this nigga talk.
He just be dealing with the cameras the whole time,
touching cords and wires and cameras. But what was the conversation about that I missed?
Before you came into the room, it was like great conversation.
Wow, I was here. I was here. It was in Tampa. I tried to kick with Ricky last night. I'm like, all right, yeah, like we trying to talk. It's like trying to have a moment. I'm trying to interfere with y'all shit. I don't know if we had enough time. It was 8 minutes. We need a longer drive. Let's just take a 30-minute drive somewhere tonight. Just talk to Ricky.
To Miami.
To drive to Orlando real quick. Just to build with Ricky.
So what you and QB talking about?
Yeah, I wanted to ask so bad. What is it between y'all? Like, where's the click? What's the spark? I want in. Like, talk to me. What is it, man? What was the conversation?
In our amazing chat, but no, we just talking about how gray dating can be sometimes.
Absolutely.
Like, the nuance of it, like how things get tricky because two people can come to the table. Yeah, we both single. We both want to date. We both are saying we're not exclusive, this and that, whatever. But then eventually on the lines, those wires can get crossed, and then how to properly navigate that,
Absolutely.
whatever. And I was saying, like, me personally, my experiences in the past.
For 6 months.
Yeah,
your life before you met your wife.
Yeah, I never really, my mom always raised me like, yo, as long as you don't lie, you essentially do what the fuck you want, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah, like, so
I agree.
I never really
respect you.
Yeah, I never really had like much
drama.
I'm saying only childness, maybe much care for like
Let me see where you're going.
people to really their feelings to go a certain way, whatever. Because I can't control your feelings, whatever. Mm-hmm. But if I tell you straight, hey, we not together, it's not exclusive, whatever, and then we're just dating or whatever we're doing, talking, whatever. Whatever you do with that information after that point, I don't really feel responsible for because whatever. Right. But people feel like, oh, well, if you do certain actions, if you say certain things, so we even landed on like there's words, but there's also actions. Yeah. And the words can be trumped by the actions. And that's where people get like the idea of like,
I think it's subjective.
And that's where people get like the idea of like boyfriend things or girlfriend things. If you do certain things, then it's like, how would I'm not supposed to take this now? And I firmly always believe like there's no such thing as that.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it's like, if I tell you all the time we not together, then we not together. Anything come after that don't really matter to me. So,
because at the end of the day, when you think about what's considered boyfriend or girlfriend things, is relative to the person, and it's like if me bringing you around my friends, to me, don't indicate that this is you being my girlfriend. Then I can bring you around my friends all day and tomorrow. So. So it's like that's what it put especially as men, it put us in it's a slippery slope because that kind of halts and stalls our effort sometimes because it's like I want to step out there and do X, Y, and Z, but I don't want to mislead her. So it's like now simple gestures like sending flowers or certain text messages or certain expressions of feelings and letting because you got feelings for somebody still not be a relationship. Right. That don't mean just because you like somebody a lot don't mean y'all gotta become exclusive and be in a relationship. It could just be a part of the vibe and the or experience that y'all are presenting and receiving essentially. So like the reason to become a thing is because now I got to second guess everything I do to make sure that I'm not sending you down to Lululand. And it's like, I'm okay with doing it, but if it's going to come at the expense of you saying I wasted your time or I led you on, then it's like, damn, I kind of do want to take her to this restaurant. Or I kind of do want to do this for her, buy her this, but if she think that this is girlfriend, just means
take her somewhere.
Yeah. Like, or even, on the recipient side, it's like, damn, she think because she came over and cooked for me, or she think because she looking out and doing extra shit that, and it's like, we already established what this was. That's not going to change. Like I always say, whether it be a baby or whether it just be sex, you can't fuck a nigga in or out of a relationship. What I mean is a girl get with a motherfucker, he's single, you trying to fuck him until he get with, it's not going to happen. And then he got a girl when you fucking him, you think you gonna fuck, you can't fuck us in or out of a relationship. We are decisive. So when they say a man knows what he wants, even though we don't know we be knowing, when we see it, we know. Oh, shit. Yep, that's what I want. So it's not too much that you got to do outside of just being a dope-ass individual. And the unfortunate part, from the dating spectrum where I do see a lot of good women trick themselves out their spot, right, is every time they get hurt, they become the person that hurt them. And I be like, fuck, because you don't even dig. Even when you're dealing with the wrong nigga, you still auditioning for the right man. So it's like, you let this person that was wrong for you turn you into him. So now at one point I was looking like, damn, like if that didn't work out, you always being scouted. But now you're in a predicament where it's like, yeah, you kind of just roasted yourself because you just showed a poor display of character and you just became something that I never saw from my vantage point you to be. So I think that it's one of the things where Yeah, man, those it gets slippery, it get tricky, you know what I'm saying? To pivot it back as far as in the whole us halting our actions, it gets slippery because again, we don't want to mislead you. And then from a standpoint of like when a woman is in a situation and she dealing and she get done dirty and now she become the dirty doer, it's like, damn, that's why we got more women kind of going away from. And this is one thing I want to say, right, real quick. You know what I feel like changed. I be listening to a lot of old R&B, right? They be like, why men don't make music like this no more? I'm not singing over community pussy. Like, and I'm not, see, the thing was back then, if you listen to a lot of love songs, it was like, don't take your love away. It was all, a nigga had to fuck up, right? The man fucked up, right? And I'm fighting to get you back, right? Don't take it, whatever it is. Like, it's always that. I can give you 20 different R&B songs where it's like, yeah, I fucked up, baby. Like, I'm sorry, it would never happen again. I'm down on one knee. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just singing my heart away to get you back. But now what the whole lick back culture is like, you do, once women started leaving, you know, niggas stopped singing. And it's not even that they just started leaving. No, once they start cheating back or cheating too, that's when men like, all right, yeah, I'm not singing to you no more, because it became like, yeah, I'm a the fuck nigga, I'm outside. I'm outside too now. And I'm gonna do this. I was like, why would I go sing about loving you and fighting for you back and you not even there? You out with another nigga. Fuck.
So one, I get what I get how you connected it, because they became the villains.
Yeah, exactly. Versus just staying innocent.
Right. I know a few episodes ago you was talking about how men can or should be better leaders in certain regards. Right. So is that still ultimately all on us? Because if we were the ones that were fuck up in the first place on bending the knee, and now they kind of said, you know what, two can play that game. That's still ultimately on us.
Absolutely, because that's another thing that I'm glad you even brought that up. That's the thing, man. I say, like, as men, we understand, bro. We set the tone, right? And I feel like women set the standard. So, and I'll dissect that. When I say we set the tone, is like women literally do mimic what we do. They mimic the man who have the attention of the man that they want. So if you smoking and drinking lean and doing this, women gonna either start talking about it or they're gonna become more like, I believe more, as much as we know Eve got Adam to eat the apple, I believe more men probably strung women out on drugs than reverse. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a fact to back that up, but I'm just saying in theory, like, you know, so let's take the drugs off of it and let's just think about it. Just, all right, cool. Whatever you do, she's gonna do it to either gain your approval, your validation, or your attention. So this is why they think when they see us liking fat asses and big titties that they got to become that, because they're chasing what we give our attention as opposed to what we give our respect. And they're not synonymous. Like, men give his attention to entertainment all day and tomorrow, but that don't necessarily mean he respects the shit that he's entertaining. Whereas though for a woman, attention means so much. She like, well, if you looking at it, you like that, must be what I need to become in order to get your attention, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, they like, oh, well, you like the girl that's carrying herself like that? Then I need to become the girl that's carrying. So yes, it is our initial actions that could lead, but what happens is women think that justifies them doing it, and that's where we separate the conversation. Like, nah, yeah, as a leader, as a man, we got to be conscious of what we do, because they are constantly looking at us and trying to figure out how they could get our attention. But what has been happening lately, I feel like, is a lot of men are now chasing a tail, because you're supposed to be the leader, but now you're following the trends that the women say, and that's why you see a lot of men doing the trending shit that went. But the whole time is like, we just got to restore the order. Go back to setting the standard. I mean, the tone, and let them set the standard. What I mean by the standard is they determine how much it costs to access them. And that's the part that they don't get. You're all selling the same product, but somehow this woman getting this for it, and somehow you want. So it's not the product, like in terms of like the interest in the product. We want it. It's about how you package it up, right? How are you? And I feel like, ladies, y'all understand marketing, but y'all don't understand branding. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I mean by that. When I say marketing, y'all know how to get the attention. Y'all know how to get eyes. Marketing is just bringing awareness. You know how to get people to see you. That's why you showing ass when you in the gym. You taking a picture a certain type of way. You turning this way. You trying to act like it to show your results, but we know it's really what it is. All of these things is marketing yourself. But the branding aspect of it is, who are you attracting? What is the reputation behind what you're doing? So you might think that 1 million views is 1 million views, but at the same time, if it's not attracting a person that you want, then what does it really count for? So when it comes down to understanding how you branding yourself versus just putting yourself out there, it's like, okay, what is the reputation associated with how I'm marketing myself? What is the brand associated? Do people look at me as a wholesome person, or do people look at me like I'm easy? So when we start thinking about the value and the price, the woman that know how to brand herself understand, like, all right, I'm gonna be aesthetically pleasing in a way that's conducive to how I want to be received, versus me just putting myself out there and not even knowing why I'm doing it. I just know that I'm getting a lot of views and a lot of likes and a lot of followers, but you could be growing in the wrong direction. And if you growing in the wrong direction, then is it really growth? Because at that point it becomes a deficit, because then when you got to climb back, it's like, damn, you lost all this respect. Now you want somebody to take you serious. And it's not to say that we can't take you serious, but it's like, why would I when I live my whole life based on respect. So if I, as a man, value respect here, my woman got to be respected by an eye of the public. In the public eye don't matter, but at the same time, it shapes and protects our relationship in different ways because men don't prey on strong-minded women. And when I say that, because I don't use certain words like prey, it just sound like different than what I'm intended by it. What I mean by that is, if I got a wife and she's married and she kind of like carrying herself a certain way, 90%, they don't mean 100% of men ain't gonna shoot at her. 90% of men be like, no, she seemed like she in a happy situation. But if my wife showing her ass, doing this, doing that, it's like, that joint might be a little shaky over there. I'm gonna try my luck. I'm gonna shoot my, so understanding that and knowing that how we value respect is like, if you carry yourself in a respectable manner where you can get men to respect you and make it easier to show what you on our arm and not have to worry about all of the unforeseen things or the foreseeable things that could occur. But if you're looking at it from a situation like, oh, you're not realizing that how you carry yourself is in direct proportionate to how you respect yourself, which is in turn going to show up in your relationship, then you're going to always do whatever and then expect people to accept whatever and then be mad when you left with nothing.